All right, so this video is going to cover Chapter 2 of Fundamentals of English Grammar, the past time, and this is Lesson 3. So this lesson is about time clauses and the verb used to in the past. So let's look at what you already know. So take a look at this sentence and say which one happened first and which one happened second. When Jeff graduated, he moved to Colorado. So the action that happened first and second. I fell asleep as soon as the movie started. The action that happened first, the movie started, and second, I fell asleep. Krista used to sing in a rock band before we met her. The action that happened first, and the action that happened second. We all jumped when the dog barked. Is the action that happened first and the action that happened second. So we're looking at table 2-8. Time clauses show the order of events. Time clauses are used to show when things happened in relationship with other things. A time clause begins with a time word, and then it has a subject and a verb. The order of the clauses is not important. The meaning is the same. So look at the examples. After we hiked, we ate lunch, or we ate lunch after we hiked. Both of these mean the same thing. So we stayed outside until the sun set. As soon as the sun set, we went inside. Until means up to that time and no longer. As soon as means immediately after. So when we're using until, it means you're going up until that point, and after that you're not doing the action. As soon as means you did something immediately after, right away after. So when the main clause comes first in the sentence, we do not use a comma. But when the time clause comes first in the sentence, you need a comma. Look at the examples. Todd got the suitcases while I was checking in. Or while I was checking in, Todd got the suitcases. We use a comma in the second one, but not in the first. If a clause begins with when, and both of the verbs in the sentence are in the simple past, the verb in the clause with when happened first. For example, when I rang the doorbell, it played music. So that means the thing that happened in the time clause, or in this case in the when clause, this is what happened first. And then this is what happened second. We can use the past progressive in the clause with while and in the main clause. This shows that both actions were in progress at the same time. So she was learning to ski while he was playing golf. Both of these are happening at the same time. I don't know where. I guess there are some places where you have snowing and golfing. I think Arizona has. All right, so these ones we want to complete the sentence. We have the thing that happened first and we have the thing that happened second. So it's going to be after, and then Mike got a ticket for speeding. He drove home very slowly. So the first thing is Diana was cooking dinner, and the next thing is she burned her hand. So in this one, it's going to be Diane burned her hand while she was cooking dinner. I want you to notice something that was changed in this. In this one, the first thing was Diane and the second thing was she. But notice that when we switched the order, we put Diane instead of she. This is a good habit. When you're writing a sentence, if you have a name in it, put the name first. And then when you mention that person later, you can use a pronoun. So we have he woke up, he got ready for work. So in this one, it's going to be after he woke up. Oh, what's missing? He got ready for work. They're missing the pronoun he. So the first thing, the band began to play. And the second thing, everyone started dancing. So notice both of these ones are in the simple past, so that when we have both of them in the simple past, the first action is going to be in the when clause. Everyone started dancing when the band began to play. So let's look at chart 2-9. So used to expresses a past situation or habit that no longer exists at present. Here are some examples. He used to be a baby, but now he is a father. Oh, that's a cute baby. I used to swim every afternoon. Now I work in the afternoon. Andrea used to play the piano, but now she plays the violin. Jason used to skydive, but he doesn't anymore. In these examples, used to shows someone's past habits. Use used to with the simple form of the verb. So we'll notice that we have used to, and what we mean by the simple form is sometimes called form 1, but it doesn't have ed on it, or it's not the irregular past. So it's I used to swim, not I used to swam. I used to play, not I used to played. I used to skydive, not I used to skydived. To make questions with used to, begin with did. So did you used to swim every afternoon? One thing you want to keep in mind is that when we are using used to in a question, we don't put a D here on this. So it's not did you used to, it's did you used to. When we're making a negative, use did not or the contraction didn't. I didn't used to swim every day, but now I swim every afternoon. I'm not sure why they did this because they're not quite being consistent. Oh, okay, it's correct here, but not in the script. So just like with a question, when we're using didn't, when we're making it negative, we don't use the D here. Technically, both forms are correct, but I think it's a good habit to get into to treat used to like any verb. So, for example, if this was I didn't play, it would be I didn't play, not I didn't played. We can also make a sentence negative with never. So Fatima never used to like school, but now she does. Notice that when we're using never rather than didn't, right, we do keep the D on used to. So we want to combine the clauses into one sentence. So we have two of them here, and we want to connect them together. So this is not all of these are specific to used to. So we want to think, so remember when we have both of these in the simple past, the one that happened first is going to be in the when clause. So in this one, Lily screamed when she saw a mouse. What about this next one? The movie ended, everyone left the theater. When the movie ended, everyone left the theater. How about this one? Ray finished his homework. He went to bed. Ray went to bed after he finished his homework. I studied for 2 weeks. I took the exam. Before I took the exam, I studied for 2 weeks. For more practice, you can take a look at the exercises for 2-8 to 2-9.